Hey everyone, welcome to Toys of Primus, and as mentioned before in my previous Spawn videos, I said I will be doing an unboxing for this guy, Manga Spawn, which is one of the Spawn figures I always wanted back in the day, back in the late 90s. Never had the opportunity to buy them. I saw some of the other ones they had listed on the back of the box in comic book shops, comic book and like CD media shops like FYE and stuff, but I never saw that guy in person, Manga Spawn. And I was able to get this figure off of eBay for a very decent price, around 14 bucks. Surprisingly, a lot of old Spawn figures are fairly affordable on eBay. But he comes with a cool helmet that you could put on the head, or actually the head goes down into the suit, and when you take the helmet off, I guess the head pops back up. He has like certain accessories like wings and claws that goes on his back or something. Or not really claws, but they kind of look like bug legs. And he comes with a sword, which looks really cool. That's him in the photo there. Now, to my understanding, there are other variants of this guy. There is a black and white variant that comes in like a collectible, I guess, sort of one of those collectible, I don't know what you call it, but it's a collectible box. It looks more of a collectible box than the standard box here. And I could have swore there was a third variant of this guy, but the black and white one has like a gun attached to his right arm. But I wanted this one, and I finally got him, so let's open him up and take a look at him. Alright, so here is Manga Spawn, open up out of the packaging. The red on the pamphlet here looks to be a bit brighter than the actual figure. But the dark red on the actual figure looks really awesome as well. So I checked out the points of articulation. It has around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11. I think, well, 10 or 11. I haven't checked to see if the head can turn yet, but there is articulation in the arms, which I could show you right now. So the arms can move up and down. It does have an elbow joint, so you can bend the elbow. It does not swivel. And you can rotate the hands. Now I noticed the hand on the right side was a bit stiff, but I was able to loosen it up. Also, I put his sword in there about that far because trying to put the sword into Manga Spawn is kind of difficult because the hole in his fist I don't think is actually big enough to squeeze the sword through. I mean it is, but you gotta apply a lot of force and turn it a lot, and I would hate to do that to rub off some of the paint either from the hand or the actual sword. Alright, covering more of the articulation. His legs can move forward and not really back. Yeah, they're not really moving back on mine. Well, this leg is, sort of. So you can have him doing like a, I don't know, somewhat of a leaping attack pose. This leg, however, it's not really going back. I think it's, oh, okay, I think it's because the blades in the back of his legs there are colliding with each other. But if I see if I can move that out the way real quick. Jeez. Yeah, it does move back. Okay. It's just that the blades there, if I can get my camera to focus on that, do kind of collide with each other, so you gotta watch out for that. And of course he has, yeah, the knee joints. But that's about it for the legs. No like ankle pivot or anything on the bottom of his feet. Nothing rotates down there. Just all single jointed stuff. Just for the leg and the knee. Alright. And his head, I don't know if his head could turn. I can check for you guys. No. It doesn't turn, so he has about 10 points of articulation altogether, I think. And the reason why the head doesn't turn is because of the gimmick of putting the helmet on over it. Alright. Real quick, just want to show off this sword. I like how, well, actually, no. Well, I do like the paint design on it with the whatever kanji lettering that is and the spawn symbol, but I don't like how everything's painted on one side. See, on the other side, it doesn't really have that. It has the spawn symbol, but it doesn't have the rest of the other cool paint on there. I forgot to cover the wings. Those are articulated as well, so you could like move those out like that, or spread them open. Also close them up like so. They're really awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna try to stand them up, and I'm gonna show off the helmet real quick if possible. Focus camera, focus. It's taking a while. There we go. So this is the cool helmet that he comes with. The helmet of Manga Spawn. Now, as you can see underneath, it doesn't actually go over his head. It rather sits on top, and you have to like click the sides into place. Alright, so I'm going to try to do that right now on camera for the very first time ever. Putting Manga Spawn's helmet on. Oh boy. Now I wonder if the head stays down. Let's see if I push it down. No, it's on a spring joint. Okay, so it's on a spring, so let's see here if I could do this. Might be a bit difficult. Oh no, this is a difficult task. I might have to... oh, jeez. That is somewhat difficult. Like, I see where the sides are supposed to peg in, but they're kind of... ooh. They're kind of bending there from the sides. There we go. Okay. We got it on. Even though that part is not fully in, but maybe I can fix that. Let's see if I have something with me so I could try to peg that into the hole there, to the sides. Okay, it's not perfect, but you guys get the idea. There we go. So there's Manga Spawn, fully suited in his awesome looking manga armor. Also, these chains here, they're also kind of, you know, a bit loose, but they're wrapped around and secured on the figure. I gotta say, it was totally worth it, mainly because I just love the overall design of this guy. He looks so awesome. And even though some of the articulation is somewhat limited, I mean, you got a decent amount. You got some for the arms, you know, the elbows, and you can rotate his wrist. Don't like how the sword is painted on one side. That's a big WTF. And I don't like how the hole for his hand there, for his right hand. See if I could get my camera to focus on that. My camera is just not cooperating with me today. Okay, there it is. So it looks like it's big enough for that, which it kind of is, but you gotta apply so much force, and that's gonna rub a lot of the paint off. So maybe, I don't know if it's possible to put the sword in the other hand that's slightly more open. And he looks like he has a trigger hand, because the way that finger is sticking out, it looks like it's made for a weapon, a gun of some sort. Which, I wonder if I could use the guns from the Salmon Twitch figures to fit into the hands of Manga Spawn here. Yeah, sword is sort of sticking out of the frame, out of the camera, but there it is. I'm gonna see if he could hold some weapons. Hold on. Alright, so I have Salmon Twitch here, both holding their own weapons, and I'm gonna see if they actually could fit, because he has a trigger hand, right, for Sam here. Not so much for Twitch, just has like a gripping hand for his gun. So I'm gonna see if these guys, let's see, stand them up by Malboja back there. Hopefully they won't fall. Alright, so let's go with the smaller weapon first. Remove his sword. I'm going to try to put it partially in his other hand. Jeez. As far as I can... Oh, man. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Don't like the fact that I would have to force it all the way through to make him fully hold that sword. So, okay. Here is Sam's gun right here. Looks like he has a revolver with a scope on it. Come on, I know I can get him to hold this. Yeah, okay. So we got him to hold this gun at a weird angle. Looked like he's sort of aiming down, and his backpack just fell off. Oh, alright, I did not know you can detach that backpack from him. So that's detachable if you don't want Manga Spawn to have the weird insect legs with the wings. Just try to place that back on. Alright. So now he has a sword and a gun, even though he holds it at a weird angle. Let's see if he holds Twitch gun right here. I'm not sure if I can do this on camera. Things I do for experimentation. There we go. There we go. That looks semi better. See if I could stand him up. Yeah. So now Manga Spawn, you can have the option to pose him with other guns, since he has sort of like a open trigger hand, and of course the other hand is specifically made to hold that sword of his. But like I mentioned before, like, you gotta apply so much force to get that in there, and this is about as far as I can get it in, unless I put tons of extra force, which I don't want to do, because I just don't want to ruin any of the accessories or his hand. Really don't want to break anything. But I do think that looks cool. Really cool looking design for the manga series. Oh, speaking of other manga figures, maybe I can compare him with Goddess right here. Also from the Spawn manga series. I opened her up in my previous video. So this is going to be a bit tricky. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this off. Turn the rotating base off and see if I could stand her back to back with Manga Spawn. With her staff, by the way. I'm going to see if I could try to somehow wedge it between her wings. Ah, man, that staff is not going to cooperate, so I might have to remove that from... Yeah, okay. I'm just going to have to remove that and just stand her back to back like this, and then turn my rotating base back on, and there we go. You have Goddess and Manga Spawn back to back. Looks really cool. Alright, and I'm gonna have to turn my rotating base off again. Stand them side by side. So she is about the same height. She just looks a tad bit taller if you count the tip of her helmet, but side by side they do look awesome. I do think he looks way better with the helmet on, so I think I'm gonna keep him posed like that. Alright guys, thank you for watching my unboxing video for Manga Spawn. Dig this guy a lot. I could just pose this guy on the shelf pretty much next to any one of my other figures. And hold on, are these mechanical legs? Okay, I thought they were articulated. No. Yeah, I think he would just look awesome next to anything on your shelf, next to either a Marvel Legends figure. Not sure about DC Multiverse because they stand about 7 inches tall. Maybe with certain ones. You could possibly pose him with Gundam figures, because he does look like a demonic looking Gundam. But anyways, I really like this Spawn figure a lot after many years of not being able to buy him, and finally being able to buy him at, well, a much older age now. I dig it. I dig it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next review or unboxing video. Alright, stay awesome.